My mum was a location caterer, so we were hanging around sets all the time. And I mean, I was just a very curious kid, I suppose, so I used to go and open all the doors on the sets to see if they led anywhere, you know. And then when you realise that they don't go anywhere and that the guns are not real and stuff like that, it does break down the fear. So you look at television and you look at movies, and at that age you already know how they're constructed, so there's no, for want of a better word, there's no mystery, you know. I actually really wanted to be Elvis Presley. I didn't really want to be an actor. But the ironic thing is that, you know, I'm not really a great musician, but the acting thing comes very easy to me. So I think, you know, out of high school and stuff, I was playing in bands and I released records and stuff when I was 16, you know, quite early. But it was when I was in musical theatre and I was doing the Rocky Horror show, playing Eddie and Dr. Scott. Now the Eddie thing is easy because you jump out of the fridge, you sing a song and you die. Get stuck back in the freezer again. But Dr. Scott is a 60-something-year-old bloke in a wheelchair. And when I first did it, it was as an American from the southern states, and then later on I did another tour and I played him as a German. And it was that role that made me realise that this acting thing was something I could do quite well.
You do something that Meryl Streep does. You change the way you look, you change the way you use your body. You just
I am Meryl Streep. Didn't know that, did you? Sorry, Mel, just mucking around.
I wonder what it does to you. I mean, how much? I like a guy who plays, I gotta tell you. Because you take this stuff so seriously and you are different. I don't get the same guy every time I see you as a character. Does it take a lot out of you?
The more different and extreme the role is, you do get, you know, excited by that. That's fun, you know. Working with Michael Mann playing a 52-year-old, and I said to him, you know, Michael, you know, we've been talking for 4 or 5 hours, and I said, mate, there's a lot of really good 52-year-old actors out there. Why don't you talk to them? Because, you know, it really needs the age for this character to work. And he just touched me on the heart, and he said, he goes, I'm not talking to you because of your age, mate, I'm talking to you because of what you've got in here. And I went, I've got to work with this chap. Damn fine thing to say.
Now you're going to go and do this thing or not?
How do you deal with success and fame? I mean, it's so intrusive, and I don't mean to intrude, but you have to go to premieres, you have to sit down and do this, you have to expose yourself. And how do you deal with it?
I think I'm very lucky. I've got a family that keeps me, you know, very much with my feet on the ground. You know, and it's a very loving family. So if I'm in the need of solace or nurturing, I can find it within that family structure. And you know, a couple of years ago, I got married to a fabulous woman who is not, you know, made giddy by bright lights and all that sort of stuff. So she also helps to keep my feet on the ground.
What drives you?
I am hard on myself. If I'm going to do something, I like to do it properly. But I'm, you know, like many actors, a combination of shy and private, but has a large desire to perform.
Striking story. Now that people want to know how the story ends.
You would fight me.
Why not? Do you think I'm afraid?
I think you've been afraid all your life.
When you're a young actor, you learn there are things that you want to do and things that you don't want to do. And it's because I said no from a young age that I think I got into the position of being able to say yes to some of the things I've been able to say yes to. I don't take roles that I don't believe in. I don't respond to scripts just because they come with a lot of money attached to them.
I heard a story about you, that you found $1 million in unmarked cash, and you gave it back. Is that true?
Yeah, I did. Anybody got a problem with that?
I also don't ever lose sight of the fact that, you know, I'm in the entertainment business, you know. I don't want to churn out, you know, factory sausage movies. I want people to go into a movie theatre and be affected and have an emotional experience with the story that they're being told. That's the only way I make a movie, is if I read a script and I have some kind of physical reaction to it. I don't go to work for what I believe are the wrong reasons. I go to work for the right reasons. At the end of the day, it's what you do when the pressure comes down, isn't it?
Whose life, if you look at it under a microscope, doesn't have any flaws?
These days, not everybody gets a second chance.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, and I will have my vengeance.
Get in line. That one stretches around the block, too.
You get to know the man by his actions, you know.